Very good evening students and welcome to the School of Mathematics. In my previous video we had discussed all the questions of exercise 13.1 of chapter powers and exponents. In today's video we are going to understand the laws of exponents and their application for question 1 and 2 of exercise 13.2. So let's begin with question number 1. But before that we need to understand the laws of exponents. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also drop a WhatsApp message on the number which is given below. Now, for laws of exponents, there are different laws which are applicable when we start solving the exercise. Let's go through the laws first. The first law is a raised to power m multiplied by a raised to power n is equal to a raised to power m plus n. That means if two bases are same and their powers are different, when we have the sign of multiplication between them, then we add their powers. Similarly, when we have the sign of division between them, we need to subtract their powers. Then there is another law a raised to power m, and outside there is another exponent which is n. So this can be written as a raised to power m multiplied by n. N multiplied means m and n can be multiplied. For example, if you have a question 2 raised to power 3 and outside the bracket you have a term 5. So this can be written as 2 raised to power 3 multiplied by 5, or this can also be written as 2 raised to power 15. Similarly, if now in the next law you have different bases, that is a and b are different but their power is same, that means we need to multiply the bases. For example, if you have a question 3 square multiplied by 5 square. Now here if you see 3 and 5 are representing different bases but their exponents are same. So we can write this as 3 multiplied by 5 whole square, or this can also be written as 15 square. The same thing applies for division also. If you have two bases which can be divided but their exponents are same, then we need to divide them and apply the common exponent. Anything raised to the power 0 is always equal to 1. So these are the basic laws which you need to remember, and their application in the questions is very important, which we are going to start now. Now if you see question number 1, using the laws of exponents, we need to simplify and write the answer in the exponential form. Sometimes in the question it is given that you have to leave the answer in exponential form. Sometimes it is given you need to find the value and you need to simplify. So you need to understand and read the question carefully before you start solving. In this particular question, we are not supposed to simplify. We are supposed to leave the answer in exponential form. We don't need to find the value of the answer. So let's apply the laws. Now the first law applies for multiplication when the base of all of them is same. So as you can see, the base is 3 in all the cases, and since multiplication sign is there, so we need to add all the powers. 2 plus 4 plus 8. So this can simply be written as 3 raised to power 14, and we leave the answer in exponential form. Similarly, moving on to the next one, now here also the bases are same but the sign between them is division. So we can write this as 6 raised to power 15 minus 10, or this can also be written as 6 raised to the power 5. Now moving on to the next one, here one of the exponents is a variable and the other one is a constant. So when we write this, we can write this as 7 raised to the power x plus 2. It is as simple as that. Then in the next law, you can see there are two powers with the first base. So first we multiply both the powers. We can write this as 5 raised to power 2 multiplied by 3 divided by 5 cube, or this can be written as 5 raised to power 6 divided by 5 cube, which can also be written as 5 raised to power 6 minus 3 because the sign between them is division, or this can be written as 5 cube. I hope it is clear to you. Then let's see the next part. 2 raised to power 20 divided by 2 raised to power 15 can be written as 2 raised to power 20 minus 15. Also there is one more term attached to it which is 2 cube, and the sign between them is multiplication. Let's solve the first part. We get 2 raised to power 5 multiplied by 2 cube. Now since multiplication is there, we need to add the exponents. 2 raised to power 5 plus 3, or this can be written as 2 raised to the power 8. So in a similar manner, you can apply the laws to various parts. In the remaining parts, if you find any problem, you can leave a message in the comment box. Let's see question number 2 now, which is a little typical as compared to question number 1. Here the question is, you again need to simplify and express the answer in the exponential form. Let's begin with second part. I have solved some parts for question number 2. Like I have told you, the more you practice maths and the more you do maths, the more you understand it better. So try and solve the remaining parts on your own. In case you find any problem, you can leave a message in the comment box. So in part 2, if you see, we apply the laws of exponents now. 5 raised to power 2 and 3 can be written as 2 multiplied by 3, and we have another power which is 5 raised to power 4. Let's put it in brackets, and outside we write 5 raised to power 7. So going step by step, we write 5 raised to power 6 multiplied by 5 raised to power 4 divided by 5 raised to power 7. Sometimes in a hurry to complete the answer, we skip some of the steps. I would suggest that you follow all the steps so that you are very confident about your answer. So 5 raised to power 6 plus 4 divided by 5 raised to power 7, or this can be written as 5 raised to power 10 divided by 5 raised to power 7. Here if we apply the law, we can write it as 5 raised to power 10 minus 7, or the answer will be 5 cube. We need not solve it further because as it is written in the question, we need to leave the answer in the exponential form. Let's move on to the next part now. Here 3 multiplied by 7 square multiplied by 11 raised to power 8. These are already given in the exponential form. Let's see the denominator now. 21 can be written as 3 multiplied by 7, and along with that we have 11 cube. So now you need to club all the similar bases together. For example, 3 and 3 can directly be cancelled, or we can write this as 3 raised to the power 1 minus 1 multiplied by powers for 7 will be, now since these are in division, so power will be subtracted. So this can be written as 7 raised to power 2 minus 1 multiplied by 11 raised to the power 8 minus 3. Or we can write this as 3 raised to the power 0 multiplied by 7 raised to the power 1 multiplied by 11 cube. 11 raised to the power 5. So in this case also you need to leave the answer in exponential form. One more step we can add here is 3 raised to power 0. Like we said, anything raised to the power 0 is 1. So we can write the answer as 7 raised to the power 1 multiplied by 11 raised to the power 5. This represents your answer. Now in the next question, this is very simple. Anything raised to the power 0 is 1. So we can write this as 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is equal to 3. And in the question number 2, you are given a similar question, but here the sign is multiplication. Students make a lot of mistakes while solving these kind of questions. Sometimes instead of multiplying, they add the 1, 1 and 1. So here if you see, it will be 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1, which generally I have seen the students write the answer as 3. Please be very careful. You are multiplying ones here, you are not adding them. So 1 into 1 will be equal to 1. Moving on to the next part, 2 raised to power 8 multiplied by a raised to power 5. Now if you see the denominator, 4 can also be written as square of 2. So let's express it as 2 square, and outside the power for this is 3. So let's write this power here, multiplied by a cube. Or we can write this as 2 raised to power 8 multiplied by a raised to power 5. Now first we need to solve the power for denominator, which in this case will be 2 raised to power 2 multiplied by 3. That means 2 raised to power 6 multiplied by a cube. Now let's follow this rule for division. 2 raised to power 8 upon 2 raised to power 6 means 2 raised to power 8 minus 6. Similarly for a, it can be written as a raised to the power 5 minus 3, or it can be written as 2 square multiplied by a square. So here also you need to leave the answer in exponential form, so we can leave the answer here only. I hope these questions are clear to you. In my next video, we are going to do some more typical questions where the laws of exponents will be applicable. Till then, keep watching my videos. Thank you.